Artificial intelligence is a concept that I grapple with internally. While I fully understand and acknowledge the numerous benefits that it holds, I also contemplate whether or not this is going to lead to a decline in the creative world. Unfortunately, that slope has already begun, and it looks a little slippery. And we just got started. As a child, I always marveled at the newest technology coming out, something I could get my grubby little hands on like a GameCube or a Wii or whatever, but internally I would envision what the future could look like. Flying cars, things like the Apple Vision Pro. That's a thing now. That was in my head years ago. However, now that that part of my childhood is coming into the real world, I have to confess I'm a little bit skeptical. As somebody who works in graphic design and video editing and film production and all of that for my full-time job, I really do take a lot of pride in the projects that I'm a part of. While I think everybody just looks forward to what the end project is going to look like sometimes, I find myself finding a lot more value in the journey that leads me to that destination. It's life in general. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And it's hard to compare that to a world of AI, something so new and so fresh that nobody really fully understands yet. But that's just where I stand with it as of right now. But I find myself adventuring more. I travel for work. I have adventures that I want to document, and whenever I'm filming, I'm doing this stuff to then have an end product to share. Those memories that lead to that end product are the product to me. That's what it's about for me. Why should I be more excited about the idea of a new MOV or MP4 file from my camera whenever I have a whole weekend or a week or however long I'm on this trip full of memories to experience over and over again in my head? With that said, life is kind of a highway. Would I like to teleport to the next destination and eliminate 8 hours of driving someday? Sure, but that's a totally different experience than what AI is going to do, as of right now anyway. I'm sure most of us are going to end up appreciating the convenience that AI can bring to the table. As I said earlier, it offers undeniable advantages to workflow. From enhanced productivity to automation, there's so many things this is going to be able to do, so many things that it already can do. However, in such a creative field like the one I'm in, or maybe even you, I grapple with the idea that this thing is not only going to take my job one day, but yours and everyone that we know. I don't want to live in a world where creativity is losing significance. Just because we can automate creative tasks, does that really mean that we have to or that we should? In the realm of photography, you can use AI and Photoshop to extend the bounds of a picture. When it comes to video, you can literally input text and boom, you have your whole video scene right in front of you that a computer generated. Is that not insane? Dare I even say it's a little spooky. And then there's music, and although that's not visual, it's still very much a form of art. But AI is taking all of that over. Many creative pursuits are born out of passion for something like that, and everybody has a point to it. There's always a story to tell. It's why people write songs or draw or paint. Recently, I just stumbled across a video on YouTube from Lyrical Lemonade. It's a music video from Corday and Juice WRLD called Doomsday. It's a mumble rap, they're going back and forth. It's a really cool video. In this music video, you see Corday, you see Juice WRLD deep faked in. It's a one shot. They have Corday doing the part, they deep fake Juice WRLD in that same scene. They're cutting between and transitioning that way between the faces. So you see both artists in this room, in this hallway, being very, very lifelike to their true forms. Juice WRLD passed away in 2019. While the video seems to do a great job at honoring his memory, it still raises ethical questions in my head. Aside from the music video, my main point is this. Artificial intelligence is reshaping technology and the world as we know it, as we speak, right now. And it just feels like we're barely even scratching the surface yet. I do graphic design, I do videos, I edit things, I do all of that for my living. I dedicate my life to this. However, right now, anybody can go online on the internet and try to replicate something that me or video editors or music producers are all doing right now. And it's in a way that's so quick and easy, it totally, in my head, it takes away the entire passion behind why we do this in the first place. There are entire YouTube channels dedicated to a memoir of AI music generated from Juice WRLD. I used to listen to this man all the time. And there's an entire YouTube channel where he's covering. It sounds exactly like him, and I hate that I like it. I hate that it sounds so realistic. And it makes me fearful for what's to come. I think the worst part about it is AI is already succeeding in a world that appears identical to the one we knew before this all started because it feels so real. I think as a kid, if I heard what was happening today, I would be so mind-boggled about the possibilities of what this would mean And right now I'm sitting here wondering what's going to happen a year from now. Tech is advancing so quickly now, and it's like, how do you even keep up with it? My younger self was not prepared for the future that's lying ahead. Like I said, before we know it, things are already going to be more advanced. When this video is uploaded, we're going to see something new within the time I film this and the time you're watching it. All I'm saying is, as a creative person, as somebody who does this for their job, like, the journey matters more to me than how quickly or how efficiently I can do a project. It's about going into the world, experiencing life, heading to that mountain range to get that perfect shot, experiencing the life you've lived to write that really heartfelt, gut-wrenching song you can't stop listening to, editing that super compelling video you cannot turn away from. Because at the end of the day, those are the experiences that feel real to me. Those are what I can connect with emotionally, and I can connect with the people and understand the love that was poured into a project that people are so proud of. But now people can go replicate the same thing by typing some words on a computer. And that I do not understand. I think as a society, we could really benefit from fostering more of those connections that we make though with media like this. It just makes you wonder that in maybe 20 years from now even, if humans and robots and AI are all going to be able to coexist, or if one is going to overtake the other. However, that future looks somewhat desolate right now. Perhaps the future will paint a different picture for me down the road and we'll find out then. But as it stands in this moment, AI is going to paint that picture for us too.